All right, so we had 2 weeks of spring break here in, excuse me, central Indiana. So, oh my gosh. So I didn't make any videos because there were kids and there was traveling and it was just crazy. So here we go with the first week of spring break sales was this Canon camera lens 50 millimeter lens, nothing extraordinary going on there, but that sold for $30. This was a instruction manual, I suppose, for an extended color basic program from way back, like mid 80s. Um, I think TRS-80 was the name of the computer, and I probably used one back when I was in elementary school to Logo, is that what it was called? That program with the turtle and you could make it go in circles. That was about all it did. So anyway, that sold for $21. I sold this trucker hat for $6, Jennerstown Speedway. Sold this Yamaha, it's like a mini keyboard. Excuse me, it only has 32 keys and it's got the teeny tiny keys, but sold that for $25. This USS Indianapolis hat sold for $20. This is a base to a ceramic Christmas tree. A lot of the times, those ceramic Christmas trees sell really well, but because of where I do my sourcing, they're usually in really poor condition if they make it to the Goodwill outlet. And oftentimes I'll just take the base, even if I can't salvage the tree, because the bases always sell too, for this one obviously for $25. So that's pretty sweet. This was a vintage surf style jacket from the 90s with the rainbow stuff going on. And that sold for $40. This is such a wacky picture. This was a new old stock pair of Izod Lacoste khaki pants with a elastic waistband. Aren't they fashionable? Yeah, so those sold for $30. Super cool. From LS Ayres. Wasn't that a Chicago area department store, I think? I don't know because I'm not from around here. But moving right along, I have this Columbia sweater. I had this sweater forever. Finally offloaded it at $5. I sold 2 of these toilet paper rolls. I had 6 of them originally. I sold 4 last year, and these were the last 2 that sold. This Pottery Barn Kids artwork, had this hanging in my baby's rooms when they were little, so I was pretty sad to see it go. This is the last one. I had several in this collection, and sold this one for 10. The other ones sold, I think, for 25 a piece, so... This is a viewfinder from a JVC VF515U video camera. I pulled this off of, I was at the Goodwill outlet, and this model camera is a very old news camera, probably from the mid to early 80s. Someone had taken the lenses off it, but I have a background in TV production, so I know that on these cases that these cameras are in, there's these hidden compartments, and I was able to take the viewfinder and the schematics and the focus controller off, like out of this hidden compartment. Nothing else was really salvageable because the technology is so outdated, but these things can be used on and on. So anyway, sold the viewfinder with the service manual schematics for this viewfinder for $13. I have a whole bunch of these Brainerd knobs. They appear to be like new but not in the package. So I put them all up at, let's see, 6 for $7. And I sold a batch of those. I sold this calculator on auction. I'm not really an auction person, but I'm not really a calculator person either. I don't know why I even bought this, but sold it for $3.25. This was a computer I picked up at the Goodwill outlet that I wasn't able to test while I was there. I plugged it in and I could hear that it was kind of clunking away and that it was trying to start up. So I figured I'd buy it because I just needed something for my kids to play Minecraft on or whatever. And so I brought it home, tried it out. It did not work. It would not boot. And I sold that for $10 on auction. This was just like a windbreaker pullover by Land's End, nothing fancy. Sold that for $12.50. This is a pair. This is for a repeat buyer. This girl who bought so much stuff from me a few weeks ago came back to my store and she dropped a whole bunch of more money. She bought these shorts for $13. And she bought this sweater, this vintage sweater, which I really struggle to get good photos of black on black. But you can see it's got all these beautiful beads. I actually have a sweater very similar to this in my own closet that belonged to my grandmother. And they're just really nice. They're usually lined with satin or silk. And she bought that for $40. I sold another snap circuit part for $5, and that was it for that week's sales. I will have the second week of spring break video coming up momentarily. Thanks for watching.